You've paid off a credit card. You've built a little savings. Maybe your income has gone up. And yet, you still feel like you're behind. Sound familiar? You wake up, check your account, and even though nothing's wrong, it doesn't feel right. You wonder, why don't I feel secure yet? You think, shouldn't I be further ahead by now? Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt guilty for spending, even when you had the money? Have you ever hesitated to rest, because your brain said you didn't earn it yet? You're not alone. And here's the truth almost no one says out loud. The reason you never feel ahead is not your finances, it's your internal settings. Right pointing finger emoji. If you're tired of doing everything right and still feeling like it's never enough, subscribe now. This channel shows you how to feel safe with money, not just survive it. Let's open a loop, because this might surprise you. Most people assume that when they hit certain financial milestones, like savings, a promotion, or paying off debt, they'll finally feel calm. But what actually happens? They reach the goal, and feel just as anxious. Why? Because your brain doesn't respond to numbers. It responds to narratives. And if the story you've been running is on behind, then even when you're ahead, you'll feel like you're not. Assume this: if you've lived in financial survival mode for years, your nervous system has adapted to always bracing for the next hit. So progress doesn't feel like peace. It feels like a trap. Like something's about to go wrong. You save money, then feel scared to touch it. You pay off debt, then feel like it'll come back. You take a break, and feel like you're being irresponsible. That's not a math problem. That's a wiring problem. So how do we change that? Let's close the loop we opened. You don't change your emotional state by forcing logic. You change it by upgrading the story your system is running. Here's how. Step 1. Redefine what ahead means. If your definition of progress is always future-based, you'll never feel it now. Define it by alignment, not just achievement. Step 2. Normalize safety. Create daily money rituals that prove you are safe. A weekly review, a gratitude transfer, a calm check-in. Teach your brain that wealth doesn't mean waiting for disaster. Step 3. Budget for celebration. You plan for bills. Do you plan for acknowledgement? Allocate money and time to reflect and reward, even if the step felt small. Step 4. Track how you feel, not just what you earn. Start recording emotional wins. I didn't panic today. I spent without guilt. I rested without fear. That's growth. Step 5. Build a new identity loop. Stop saying, I'm still behind. Start saying, I'm stabilizing. I'm building. I'm becoming someone who trusts the process. Because that's how the 1% feel calm. They don't chase more. They expand their sense of enough. They don't just build net worth. They build inner permission to rest, to spend, to enjoy. And that's what you're really missing, isn't it? Not more money. More permission. More internal peace. So here's the final question. Are you ready to feel what you've already earned? Are you ready to stop moving the finish line? Are you ready to feel ahead, because you finally believe you are? Because if you are, this is where that transformation begins. Not with another income goal. Not with a stricter budget. But with a nervous system that feels safe to say, I'm doing well. I'm not behind. I can rest here. That's not complacency. That's wealth. And once you train yourself to feel it, you never lose it again.